In this week's episode, we talk about one of the year's biggest releases getting a remake for the original Game Boy.
And we talk about rediscovering Sonic's 16-bit heritage with Sonic Origins. My name is Barry.
And I'm Anthony. This is episode 55 of the Retro Gaming Dads podcast, the podcast for everything retro and retro-inspired.
Technically, shouldn't we really call this episode 55.1, since it is it is a little bit of a revision of the previous episode, weren't it?
Yes. Now, as what happened before, we tested the headsets and my friend said, does it sound right? And Barry sounded fine to me. And then he's going to listen back and he's gone, nope, it's come out the webcam.
Yep, so hopefully this time, both of us have our microphones switched on.
Fingers crossed. It sounds right. We've tested it.
Right, so unfortunately that does mean a lot of the stuff we're going to talk about isn't necessarily our first reactions from it, because,
Sometimes.
well, we had them when we only recorded half of us. But just really quickly, as we normally do at the beginning of an episode, what you've been up to last week or two? Or more since you were off, actually.
Yes, very true. More. I've still been playing some of Zelda Breath of the Wild. Really enjoying that. I'm ready to go face Ganon, but I'm going around and finish off all the shrines I've missed out. We've been playing some 7 Days, which we quite enjoyed, haven't we? Yes, very handy. And then I went down and played Smash Brothers. Went down to visit my family, played Smash Brothers. I realised how much of a difference in skill levels between me and them. You know, when I play against you, you're crap. But when I play against them, I get battered.
No. Honestly, I think you overestimate how much you win. Honestly, out the three of us, I'm a big fish in a small pond.
Wasn't you stick out so you get beaten easily?
No. You're just little tadpoles, that nibble as you go past you. You're just nothing to me.
Next time we have a game's night, I'm going to batter you.
Yeah, we'll see.
Lay some Smash down.
Well, since I last spoke to you, I actually finally got my Steam Deck.
Oh, my days. I mean, it took long enough.
And subsequently got rid of it.
Yeah, that was a bit of a shock. But I understood why, though.
I absolutely love the device. It's really comfortable to hold. A lot more comfortable than I thought. And I must say, it's made the Switch feel like garbage in comparison.
Yeah, you said going back to holding the Switch, it feels unnatural. It doesn't feel as comfortable at all.
But even like just the creaking of the Joy-Cons on the Switch compared to the... obviously the Steam Deck doesn't have detachable controllers, but it just makes the Switch feel like not as premium as it was once felt, especially the OLED model as well. Yeah. But yeah, lovely device. I really enjoyed it. I had a little play around on it. I had mess around, putting emulators, playing a couple of games. Graphics on that screen actually look pretty decent. Even got Pi Packet and I keep going to call it xCloud. Xbox Game Streaming Service or whatever it's called. Got them running on it brilliantly. Which, if anyone actually wants to get them up and running, there is a guide on our website, retroages.com.
I think it's a very seamless device, and it sounds like it's easy to pick up and just start using. There's not much setup, not much to go with it, and it's quite easy to set up the apps and get it all running like you'd like it to.
It's definitely more of a device that you can fiddle with than, say, something like...
Is it very user-friendly?
It can be, if you want it to be. You can stay within the Steam app if you want to, and just use it just like any other console, or you can go to desktop. I didn't try installing Windows. In all fairness, I didn't really feel the need to.
Well, yeah, if you can get Xbox Game Streaming through the desktop app, what's the point of installing Windows onto it if you can do it all within the device?
Desktop app. I actually got it integrated into Steam, so I just clicked the icon in Steam and it kicked me straight into it.
Oh yeah, because obviously I forgot you can play Game Pass games through Steam with your Xbox login tied to Steam, so it's just nice and easy.
The only criticism I had with it really was the fan. It was a bit loud. I've heard that in a subsequent update they've actually fixed it, but even just on the actual home screen doing nothing, the fan, it was audible from within the room. And I know the Switch, the fan kicks up on that when you're playing a long game session, but this was all the time.
But it kicks up on it. I was playing on the Switch whilst I was waiting to get my daughter to sleep before doing this, and I could hear it across the room, and I'd only been on it for 2 minutes.
Yeah, the Steam Deck was worse than even my original Switch. The fan on that. it sounded like a laptop that was on that was, not going full pelt, but under quite a bit of load, and it was doing nothing.
Well, I guess that's something you could try in the next Steam Deck you get that you've pre-ordered.
Yeah, so anyway, I did get rid of it and pre-ordered another one. The exact same model as well. I didn't even go for a bigger storage or anything like that. The reason for that is for anyone who's outside the UK, or actually even for a lot of people inside the UK, there is a shop with a very dodgy sounding name called Sext.
Yes.
And what they are essentially, you go in, you trade items in for cash or credit, and they have video games, DVDs, bits like that. They were offering me cash there and then £637 for my Steam Deck that I only got the previous day that was worth £350 from Valve.
So, nearly £300 profit. It's kind of hard to pass up.
Yeah. In all fairness, I could have sold it on eBay and got maybe even like £100 more, but there was just
the hassle
headache of just getting it sent, making
also someone always complains saying there's something wrong with it.
Yeah. So I just traded it and got cash. I only had it, I think I had about 3 days before I traded it in.
Yeah, but you're waiting for your next one.
Yeah, I am waiting for it. I think I estimated it probably be about November-ish. That'll get there.
I thought it said when you checked it to the end of time.
Oh, no, that's a third-party website where it says I am from today until the end of time. I was like, thanks for narrowing that down. That really helps me. Also, since we last done an episode together, I have taken Elliot to watch his very first movie at the cinema.
What was it?
You know damn well what it was.
So, Sonic 2 has finally been seen by Barry.
It has. There was a slight awkward conversation with the guy serving me my ice creams as I'm there bringing up my card on my phone to pay for the ice creams, and I just hear him go, "So, I see you've got your t-shirt on. Are you excited to watch it?" And I look up and go, "Yeah, I am." And then realize he's looking at my son, who's also wearing a Sonic the Hedgehog t-shirt. I'm like, "Oh, he was talking to Elliot. What have I done?"
It's kind of like it's at this moment Barry realized he'd messed up.
Yeah. And speaking of messing up, Elliot, we went, sat down, trailers, the adverts were on. He's there eating his ice cream. Trailers start up and he's getting excited, shuffles back in his seat, and it's one of those where it like flicks up and it just like wedged him right down the back of the seat.
It just eats him whole.
Yeah. You just saw literally the top of his head and his legs sticking up out the top of the seat.
But he saved his ice cream.
Oh yeah, he didn't drop his ice cream, so kudos to him for that.
No, very well done.
After that, though, he would not sit on the seat, so for the entire movie, he was sat on either mine or Kerry's laps.
So you don't mind easy cuddles, but at the same time, your legs go dead after a while. So you're like, please get off.
Oh, no, it weren't too bad.
What did you think to the movie?
I think you oversold it a little bit, I'll be honest. But no, I did enjoy it. I probably annoyed Kerry by every 5 seconds leaning over going, "That's a reference to this. That's a reference to this other thing. Oh my God, that's a reference to this." She's like, "I don't care."
She's like going, "Shut up. I just want to watch a movie." Everyone's listening to you, Barry.
No, so I enjoyed it on seeing all these little
tidbits
cameos and
hidden.
All these Easter eggs dotted around the movie. Kerry was laughing at all the kids' jokes, and Elliot was just like, "It's Sonic, yay!"
No, I thought it was great. I really enjoyed it. The only part that I wasn't fond of is when his wife and the woman getting married went all spy and started taking the agents down. I was like, it's a bit quirky, but otherwise I thought it was really good.
Yeah, I probably
very well done.
Cut like a good 5 minutes out of that scene. It did not need to be in there.
No, it didn't. It just felt a bit cringy because, I'm sorry, I know these, you got humans thrown off, but we're there to see Sonic in all his glory and Knuckles and Tails and Eggman and, absolutely fantastic. I really enjoyed it. Both my boys, Samson and Asher, both really enjoyed it as well. We didn't have any fold-up chairs, so none of them got squished, thankfully. But, it was a great movie, and I really enjoyed it. And I don't think I oversold it. I think you just went in ready for disappointment.
No, I didn't go in for disappointment. I knew I was going to enjoy it.
Yeah.
I'd probably say, you were saying it's like an 11 out of 10. I'd probably say it's a good like 8 out of 10. Definitely worth watching.
9. I won't go over it. Over 10.
And
9.
the proof in the pudding is it's the best opening week, was it, for a video game based movie in the US?
Yes, it is. It's also Jim Carrey's best grossing movie. It's broken quite a few records. It's done really, really well. But I'm not surprised.
And already there's a
the little tidbit at the end. Yes, I was about to say, the little tidbit at the end showing what's coming next. Like, yes.
Yeah. So anyone who goes watch it in true Marvel fashion, there is going to be an end credit scene. I bet people who work in cinemas hate Marvel now. People used to just get up and get out, because I used to work in a cinema, oddly enough, the one I went to. And people used to just, second the credits start, get up, get out, so you could get
but
it.
now everyone sits around.
Now everyone sits there for the full 15 minutes watching the credits in case something's in it.
But what's worse is when you sat there waiting for the credits and it's like, there was nothing. I've just wasted my time.
No, we watched that scene and I went, right, let's get going, because Ellie was getting
the same thing. Agitated, sort of.
Yeah.
Ready to get going.
And there's a third one already in pre-production. And
I know.
They've announced that there is actually a series based on Knuckles coming to Paramount Plus as well, which I think we mentioned previously.
Yes, we have. But there's also another series been announced by Netflix, hasn't there?
Yeah, again, something we mentioned a long time ago. We finally have our first look at it. A whole 14 seconds.
13 seconds, thank you.
Oh, well, my counter says 14, so...
Whatever. But it looks pretty good. For such a short little clip, I like that they've no longer gone with the Sonic Boom character styles.
Sonic's
arms. I wasn't really a fan of the proportions and that. So
Sonic's arms aren't blue. I will die on this hill. Actually, I won't die on this hill. I'll murder other people on this hill.
Don't admit to it already.
I quite like his design. There's not an awful lot to it. It seems to be kind of a hybrid between his modern and classic design, so he looks a little bit shorter and stumpier.
Yes.
Or with, love it or hate it, his green eyes from the modern design and the slightly longer quills.
Now, watching it, I feel like looks like it is going to go to just literally as if he's going through the stages. He is looks like Green Hill Zone at the very start. He has got the rings. Now, I'm interested on which characters they bring into the anime, though. So I'm excited to see some more.
The rumor is it's called Sonic Prime, and that he's going to go through all these different, like the multiverse. Sonic the Hedgehog. So basically, Into the Spider-Verse, but for Sonic the Hedgehog.
I was about to say.
So there might actually be the Sonic Boom Sonic in this TV show, possibly, if that is actually the route that they're going with the series. They haven't really announced anything. It's got Sonic, he runs faster than his rings. That's all we know for certain so far.
Well, that's just Sonic 101, but at least it's something. And as soon as we know more, we will keep you all in the loop and let you know.
Yeah. Right. Should we actually move on to our news now?
Yes, we shall. And funnily enough, the very first one was a bit bizarre because the way we got it sent to us was by our friend Phil. But someone is making a demake of Elden Ring for the original Game Boy. And looks painful.
So this is actually by a username Shintendo, who is using a piece of software called GB Studio to make a demake of this, current gen game on what at this point, best almost 35-year-old hardware.
Yeah, easily.
So he is actually streaming it on Twitch. So you can actually go and watch it. And I did actually watch a bit of it. And it was quite interesting just watching how he's planning out these maps. Obviously, you can't have the same expansive world.
Oh, no, of course not. And also, he doesn't want to make it too expansive and too close to it, because I guess he might get hit by a cease and desist from software.
Well,
if it
possibly.
Keeps going. But obviously, what he can do is limited, obviously. So far, he's just made the starter tutorial area and the first boss. There is a video, which we will put into the show notes. I think it looks interesting. It looks like a bit of a fun game. Looks like it will be a pain in the bum to play, if I'm honest. But it's interesting that someone's gone this far. But I feel like Elden Ring's it's so hyped at the minute. I feel like a lot of people are doing different things with it.
Yeah. I would actually like to see him maybe pivot slightly and make this as its own unique game. Make a Souls-like game still, but for the Game Boy, but make it something unique. You know, the work he's put in.
Well, yeah, and that's the thing
You
is,
could get this put onto actual real cartridges, play it on real
yeah,
hardware.
put it into Kickstarter it, trying to get help, and then put it as actual game cartridges, and and stuff like that. I think people would happily play it if it's Souls-like game on Game Boy, something different, something unique. You're gonna die again. You might as well do it in any form you can do, surely.
Yeah, if you're going to do it, you may as well do it on the road in 4-bit color.
Yes. Okay, so before we continue on to our last bit of news, as always, if you are enjoying the podcast, we would love to hear back from you. The best way to do this is by leaving us a review on your favorite podcasting app. It will only take a minute and it is really, really appreciated.
If you would like to support us further, you can visit our Patreon and become a member for as little as £1 per month. For that, you'll receive early ad-free versions of the podcast, and we'll even give you a shout out on the next episode. And in true fashion, as always, thank you eternally to Short Gizmo for your patronage. So you can tell I've done the notes for this episode because straight away we're back onto Sonic.
Oh no, you can never get off it with you flipping out. So after talking about all the different Sonic stuff that's been coming up, well, it's all going to get put into one big package now as of Sonic Origins.
So for those that aren't aware, Sonic Origins is a quintet of the original games that came out for Sega's 16-bit console and the CD expansion, the Mega CD, and contains Sonic the Hedgehog, Sonic CD, Sonic 2, Sonic 3, and Sonic & Knuckles, although Sonic & Knuckles basically the second half of Sonic 3 anyway, so whether or not you class that as two separate games.
Yeah.
And
it's a game. You're getting all these games in one bundle.
They're all
Be
great
happy.
games as well, although Sega rarely are testing how many times I will pay for the exact same games over.
They really are, and I guarantee you, when it comes to the end of it, you'll own this on the Switch, on the Steam, on the Xbox.
Well, I've already pre-ordered it on the Xbox, and as soon as a physical version is released, I'm getting that for the Switch.
So that's 2 versions already.
Yeah, 2. Minimum. And this is coming out on Sonic's birthday, the 23rd of June. Unfortunately, they missed the 30th anniversary, so it's actually his 31st birthday. So, happy birthday, Sonic.
But it's nice that they released it on the day that Sonic the Hedgehog was officially launched for the Sega Genesis. That's positive of it.
So, it is nice.
Maybe they wanted to, they just couldn't get it ready in time.
Yeah, it's just a shame they couldn't get it ready for last year for the 30th anniversary.
But there's a lot of Sonic stuff coming out at the minute, so, I mean, you must be happy.
Yeah. Absolutely. I'm like pig, to be honest.
How delightful. I understand that they're going to make some changes to the modes as well. It's not just going to be basic cut and paste.
Yeah, which in typical Sega fashion is actually what I'd probably expect. Just chuck some ROMs on a disc, sell it 40 quid. Actually, really quickly, that is a sticking point, though. This is near enough a full-priced game.
No, it is.
I do feel like this should be like a £20 game at most.
And how many times did you own all these games originally separately so far?
I genuinely couldn't tell you.
2 minutes count.
I really couldn't. So, as you alluded to, they've got new modes. The 2 new additions being the anniversary mode, which kind of is like an enhanced widescreen version of the classic games, but without any restrictions on things like lives or time limits. Although anyone who ever hit that 10-minute time limit shouldn't be playing Sonic games anyway.
I mean, spending them. Sorry, little kids, it's okay. If you're old enough to be able to complete the mission, what are you playing at?
No, I was playing Sonic when I was 5. And I think the only time
did Elliot complete the missions?
He completed Green Hill on Sonic Mania.
Okay, took it back.
Once he got past that first motor bug, that was it. He was flying.
And the second one?
No, the second one was a chomper. The big addition, though, especially for me, is story mode, where you play through each game in sequence. And I believe they've got like little FMVs, little animations in between games. I think it is.
No, I guarantee
That's
you,
what it
though,
implies.
you'll sit there and be like, "Oh, I just play one mission, two missions, done half the game. I completed in one sitting."
Well, it's funny you should say that on my Steam Deck. I was like, Sonic Generations, I'll see if that works. And then the next thing I know, my battery's running out and I completed half of Sonic Generations. And I was like, yeah, I think it does work.
Yeah, I think it's suitable.
Yeah. But no, I'm looking forward to this. I really hope there's a physical version. I absolutely hope there is some sort of physical version for this.
There's got to be. Knowing Sega, they're going to do a physical version with some little collectibles that you get with it as well.
Yeah, honestly, I don't care how much it costs. You can have all my money. Elliot, you can have my son. You know, just give me a physical version.
We now know what's more important to Barry. Sonic.
What? Was there any doubt?
Do you know what? No, there wasn't.
Originally, though, with Sonic Mania, they only had it as a digital game, and they did then bring out Sonic Mania Plus, which was like an enhanced version as a physical copy. So maybe they'll do something similar. I don't know.
So obviously they've added story mode. I understand that there's also going to be a classic mode included as well, which is going to be with a normal 4:3 aspect ratio. So
so you can play it as they were originally intended.
It'll feel weird, but it'll bring you back some nice memories, won't it, at least?
That won't feel weird. Honestly, at least once a year, I grab the Mega Drive out the loft and end up playing through Sonic for not intentionally. I don't think I'll get Sonic down in the Mega Drive and I'll do it. I'll go to do something and think I'll test that Mega Drive still works. Oh, what's the first game I've got? Oh, it's Sonic. Oh, look, I've completed it. It won't feel that weird, to be honest.
So, obviously, it's great. We've got Sonic Origins coming out. Everyone's looking forward to it. But, there's always a but. Sega's received quite a bit of criticism over the pre-orders they've got, as it's A, very, very confusing, and B, doesn't make sense.
You know it's a bad sign that when you're re-releasing 30-year-old games, you need a spreadsheet to explain what's included in what versions.
Yeah. And it also doesn't really make much sense with the spreadsheet, if I'm honest with you.
Yeah, it's not the clearest of things. So for those that haven't seen it, Sega released like a little matrix of what you get. And at first glance, it looks like there's 5 editions to the game, isn't there?
Yeah, it does.
There's actually only 2. There's only standard and digital deluxe.
So does everything come in digital deluxe then?
Right. Yes and no. So if you pre-order the digital deluxe, you get everything.
Oh, okay.
So if you pre-order the digital deluxe,
yeah,
you get what they call the Start Dash pack. So
I'm guessing that's what you've done. You've pre-ordered that.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
So starting from the first version. So the standard version gets you the main game.
Okay.
That's a nice to have in the standard version, to be honest.
I
actually think I did buy the Sonic Mania Collector's Edition. And did that include the game? I can't remember if it included the game thinking back. There's something about where it didn't actually include the game, though. So then they also have the Start Dash pack, which is a free DLC if you pre-order the game. You get this regardless of which version of the game you pre-order.
Yeah.
This gives you 100 bonus coins, a mirror mode unlocked, and letterbox backgrounds.
Now, I'm interested in letterbox background. What the heck is that?
So I think what they'll be is, do you know if you're playing classic mode and you got 4x3, you have those black bars down the side?
Yeah.
I think it's just going to be images to put either side of the screen. You know, like designs, like maybe some rings or a picture of Sonic. I think that's
something,
so
it's not just black.
Yeah, so it's not just empty void. The way it says mirror mode unlocked makes me think that you can unlock it normally. It just gives you it unlocked.
Just get it early. Yeah, it's generally one of those things of once you complete the game, you can then go backwards.
Yeah, I actually want to play this because what it does is it just flips everything. So instead of running left to right, you're running right to left. So that might actually
put you off.
Be a new challenge for me because especially some of the earlier zones like Green Hill Zone and Emerald Hill Zone, I am positive I can complete them blindfolded just out of muscle memory.
We need to test that.
Yeah, maybe. But it'd be a nice challenge, to be honest.
Yeah.
Bit
So
of variety.
obviously we've got the premium fun pack as well.
Yes.
Is that only with the digital deluxe, or is that with standard as well?
No, so premium fun pack, that's standalone DLC that you can purchase.
Oh, okay.
So if you do get the standard edition, but you want some of the extra features from the digital deluxe, you can purchase the premium fun pack.
Do we have a pricing for all these different packs?
No,
Yeah?
not for the packs at the moment.
Okay.
So the premium fun pack gives you hard missions, letterbox backgrounds again. Now, these are the ones where it sounds like they're just taking features out to sell them back to you. So, character animation in the menu.
That makes me think just like they
mean?
can't. I'm guessing instead of standing still, they just like sort of bop up and down slowly or something.
Yeah, but
a little bit of movement.
But why is that something you need to pay for? Camera controls over the main menu islands.
I mean, I want to know exactly what that is and what you're missing out on if you don't get it. Is it going to cause an issue?
The main menu islands is if you play a certain Sonic game, like Sonic 1, it shows a picture of South Island.
Yeah.
Where the game's set, or Sonic and Knuckles, it might show Angel Island, for example. I don't know what camera controls means, but does it mean you can zoom in and out or pan it around a little bit, maybe?
No idea.
And again, why is that DLC?
I know, but there's also character animations during Music Islands. What the heck is that one?
I have no idea with that one, to be honest. Maybe like little Sonic with a guitar bopping away or something.
But obviously, okay, so the premium fun pack, fair enough, you get quite a few stuff in it, but you've got the classic music pack which literally just comes with additional music tracks from the Mega Drive and Genesis titles. That's it. Nothing else. Is this also standalone DLC you can purchase?
Yes. Classic music pack is standalone. So I believe this
guaranteed they'll be like £5 by itself.
Other games. So I think the only one that I've seen actually shown was Sonic Spinball.
Yeah.
Which, oddly enough, personally, I think it's the Sonic game with the worst music on the Mega Drive.
You won't be playing that music then?
No, it's very screechy. I think it uses something called gems on the Mega Drive. It's a very distinctive, scratchy sound, and it very seldom actually sounds good.
But at least the Digital Deluxe Edition comes with all of those.
Yeah, the Digital Deluxe version comes with most of it. It doesn't come with the 100 bonus coins.
But obviously, if you pre-order it, it does come with
letterbox backgrounds. But yes, if you pre-order it, it does come with everything. But the fact that we've just spent over 5 minutes explaining this,
Sega's doing something wrong.
Yeah, why not go? You can get standard or deluxe. If you get deluxe, this is what you get. If you pre-order either of them, we'll chuck this in as well. That's it. That's all you needed to say.
Yeah, but I just don't get is, the character animations and the character controls.
Yeah.
What are we missing out if you don't have that in?
I don't know. You just can't.
There's got to be a reason.
Your menu's just in a black void instead of like nice little character.
Instead of your character just sort of like just going, yeah, or like bop up and very slowly, just stood still. Just like glaring at you.
But yeah, they made a dog's dinner out of actually trying to communicate this across to everyone.
Now, we will put the Matrix onto the show notes, so you can have a look if you really want to, but
yeah,
it might hurt your head. It's hurting my head too.
In all fairness, it's not as complicated as it first looks. It's just Sega have done a really bad job in getting this across to fans and customers.
That's putting it politely, isn't it?
Well, yeah, I'm trying to be nice to them, aren't I?
Yeah, I guess so.
Right. So, we actually got through this episode a little bit faster the second time round.
Oh, we did. Not enough waffling, I guess.
But we'll be back relatively soon, actually, with another episode, since this one's been a little bit delayed. And I think that's it for everything for this episode.
We have been the Retro Gamer Dads, and we will catch you next time.